going on, guys? How's everyone doing? Happy, I don't know if it's happy Black Friday, but I got so many emails on my phone this morning that's like 30% off, use code, today only. I'm like, oh my god, you know what? That's my live stream. So here we are. Live stream 100% off today at your service. Use code, kiss my, I'm just kidding. Hope you guys had a nice Thanksgiving. Keep it on 100%, please. It's today only. You got 24 hours left. Hello, what's up, man? How's it going? We here. Yamato-san. Hello, Master Josh. Daniel. Salute. Deshaun. Lawrence, what's up, man? Free live stream. I'm good, man. Hope you're good. Had too much food last night. Gotta go work it all off. How many emails did you guys get for Black Friday? I woke up this morning and I had like 97 emails. 90 of those from Groupon. Hello from Spain, dude. Dude, what's up? Jorge, I just read your comment that you put on the other video. Karen, what's up, man? Hundreds and hundreds. I changed the live stream up a little bit. We're on super low latency today. And I also messed with the manual focus. So, new camera, you like the view? No, it's on manual focus though. So, time to mass unsubscribe. Yeah, I know, right? Won't be here long. Gonna drop some t-shirt samples off the vape store. Nice. Hey Josh, your vids are great and informative, and you're down to earth. I don't think I'm better than anybody else. I derive my value from helping you guys. It's so clean. Yeah, it looks pretty crisp. Looking pretty crisp. This right here is the mic. I should move it. Is this a 1 hour stream? I'm not sure. Wolfie really makes 90K? He makes 70K, but yeah, he does. It's funny, I worked like 3.5, like almost 3 years to get to 75, and he learns code in 5 months, and boom, done. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Anyone ever tell you that you look like Ethan Hawke's brother? Everyone says I look like Ethan Hawke. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about that. I'll put on the alert box and all that stuff, by the way. I forgot. There we go. Now it's a proper live stream where you guys can see all the stuff. Happy holidays when it's hello. Yamato-san. Says Hollywood. Trying to stock up on skills from Udemy. The site crashed. Udemy is like our biggest sale yet, so I think you get a free course for every course you buy. So, yeah. You get a free course on Monday for every course you buy today. What are you drinking? Some pre-workout because I go to the gym after this. Interesting. Interesting that Udemy crashes. I thought they would have been expecting this. Let's take a little gander here. That works fine for me. Bitcoin is going down. Are you going to buy? No, I'm not. I have lost enough money in the cryptocurrency market. I might buy some Ethereum though. If Ethereum gets to like 50 bucks, I might stock up. I don't even want to look at my portfolio. Oof. This relaxing. I feel like we're in a temple. Yamato-san, this is for you. Do I do cardio or just lifting? I do both. You just do one or the other. I don't know. I like to be athletic, not so much about... I used to care about how I look, but as a natural lifter, I'll look super pumped at the gym. Like right now, I look like a pretty small kind of guy, but at the gym, I swear I like triple in size. And then I leave and I'm back to normal because I'm not on the orange juice, you know. Did you guys have good Thanksgivings? Longest run you've been on? Longest run I've been on. I used to do triathlons, so I'd run a 10K, bike 27 miles, and then swim 2 miles. And I got super skinny. Litecoin is halving in August. Yeah, oof. Yeah, Ethereum at like $50 would be ideal. If we could get it. I bought an Ethereum at $1,400 once. It's oof. Oscar, good Friday. Divine Words, what's up, man? What should we get, my guy, for Udemy? Depends on where you guys want to go. You guys want front end? You guys want back end? Give me some stuff, and I'll hit you with some links. But only if you click on the Udemy link that's in the description. Yeah, Ethereum. It was oof. What is 100% off? The stream is 100% off. Use code. Taking the Colt Steel. Did I find something? Mastering. What was it? Mastering positions in CSS. It's not so bad. No one really used position. Like you got sticky, you got fixed, you got relative, and then you just have flexbox for everything else. What's the best course for full stack dev? I don't know. I did it. I don't know. I used a lot of different resources besides just Udemy. Crypto is a Ponzi scheme. No, it's not. Some of them are. BitConnect is. But not in general. Need a good work laptop. Any recommendations? Yes, I have a recommendation for you. Right here. This is a nice working laptop. It's about $2,700. It's got a 1080 Max Q in it. Oh, what is this song? Hold on. That just killed my vibe. Ooh, next. Also, it has an RGB keyboard. You can't get dividends from it. Not everyone wants dividends. Some stocks don't give dividends. So here we go. Right here. We got like Tether, right? Tether is a Ponzi scheme. They say that they have $1. One Tether is $1 backed up in a vault somewhere that they have, but they won't let the IRS or anyone audit that vault to make sure that they have $1 for every Tether that they generate digitally. So obviously that one's a scam. How long did it take me to learn to code? I'm still learning code. I can't say I'm not learning anymore. I'm still learning. I'd say 3 months-ish. God, I was feeling kind of like today, but it's good to interact with you guys. So thanks for hanging out. I was just feeling like a little bit low energy before I did the live stream. I pumped myself up to do it, so feels good. What are the best courses for full stack dev? I don't know. I really don't know. What's best to me is different to you. Do I have my own cryptocurrency? I did make some dev coins. I made some dev coins once on the Ethereum testnet. I just didn't want to spend any. I didn't want to spend any gas to get it on the network. Team Treehouse is pretty good. Team Treehouse has a lot of stuff. You could check out that Team Treehouse. I mean, you got the Odin project. That's if you want to do Rails, but I kind of pass on the Odin project. Is it mandatory to know Photoshop? XD is a totally different, has a different purpose. XD is good for, that's what it is. XD, experience design. Where did I buy the light things on? This thing right here? That's called a nano leaf. Nano leaves. I got it at Best Buy. Is building projects the key to progress fast? Fast is relative, but it depends on how you learn. For me to progress fast, if I want to learn, I have to take something that's kind of complete already, break it down, make it break, try to modify it to do. I'm like, I always find something, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool, but what if it did this instead? And the if this instead part where I try to make it do what I want, and then it breaks, and that's when I learn. So I'm like, I swear, he did it just like this, but if I change it to like, you know, I toggle it to this, then everything breaks. Why is that? And then you have to understand. CMS start right now, $300 an hour for freelance. Don't sell your hours. Don't sell your hours for money. Avoid that if you can. You can make, you got to sell your leverage. So record that per hour and then copy and paste it. Now you can make $900 an hour. Do I have a Udemy? I don't have any courses on Udemy, but I have a Teachable. Teachable is in the description. It says my courses. I only have one. It's a GitHub. Learn how to do GitHub in 15 minutes. Because I think when you make a GitHub repo, there's like a couple steps that it tells you, but you need to do like 5 more to get up and running. Also, Udemy takes like a lot of your money, because they're giving you the platform that has a lot of traffic to it, so they get to take like a lot of your money. Whereas I have YouTube and I can drive traffic there myself, so I don't need it. My courses link is not working. Oh no. The link is broken. Does it just break entirely? Let's look. This page does not exist. Oh, yeah, that's because I renamed it. Alright. Yeah, it's a 404 because I renamed the domain from OnFocus to GrindReel instead. Here, it's right. So that's the actual one there. I'm going to be buying a custom domain for it, and it's going to be grindreel.school. That way I can make courses on everything I want to talk about rather than just, you know. It's there. It's in the chat. If you're here lurking, by the way, appreciate your time. Hope you, lurker, had a good Thanksgiving. Hope you didn't eat too much. But if you did, doesn't matter. You always get calls from HR. Trying to convince them that I'm good will get me shortlisted for the... What does that mean? Not sure what that means. Don't convince them. If you have to convince someone, like, you can persuade, but convincing sounds a little bit desperate. Lurker here, Fritz Alcindor Jr. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out, man. Guys, if you're Adam's got sound. If you're out there and you think that if you post a question I won't answer it, I will. I watch a lot of streams where I see the chat just fly by and everyone's asking questions all the time, and like he answers, like the person will answer one question and then just go on a tangent for like 10 minutes, and then there's like 9 other questions that went by. So, you know, feel free to drop questions. I don't want to be that guy. How can you host 3 projects? One on Heroku, Dino, or server? I'm not sure. Lurking from Canada? Mark Franklin? What's up, man? Oh, yeah, so the headphones. Sorry, John, I saw that. The headphones are Corsair Void Pros. Yeah, let your resume do the talking. Came to say hi and like. See ya. Martin? Later, bro. Eli, the computer guy, does that. So does John Sonmetz. He was live streaming the other day, and I asked a question, or I just said something like, how much value would I have to provide for you to do a live stream with me or do a video with me? Obviously, he's not going to answer, right? He was only answering donation questions. So maybe I'll just sit here and stare until people drop a donation. Patrick, what's up, man? How's it going? Paul Cole, how's it going? Dude, I had a pretty good Thanksgiving. I made 2 videos yesterday. I got another video dropping today. It's about my office, and it's like, it kind of looks like a little bit of a flex, but that's not. I say that in the video. It's like it's not like, look at all this money I have. It's more like investing in the channel. Would you separate files of all coding languages? What? Oh, I don't know. Probably what you just said, outside of the basics. That's what separates them. That office tour. The office tour video is actually coming. You guys get to see my girlfriend in the video that drops today, just for a second. She doesn't like being in videos, but she was helping me build the desk. I mean, it's not like, a lot of people say material items equals happiness, but material items, I constantly ask myself, will this material item take up time that I could use for other things? And so it's just like, I don't know. Higher quality items doesn't mean higher quality of life. I can get money back. I can get things back, but I can't get my time. Carlson, what's up, dude? Following from Cameroon? Oof. That's far away. Where are you based? I'm in Salt Lake City. Literally, Salt Lake City is like that way. Here's a little dab, since we're already doing that. Treehouse is a monthly based education. How do you rate their path versus something like Lambda? Treehouse is like go at your own pace, right? Learn what you want to learn. Lambda's a set curriculum, set schedule. You have to be there from 9 to 5, or if you're on the part-time. Like Treehouse is go at your own pace, right? Treehouse is like Udemy with a monthly subscription, except you pay Treehouse and now you have access to all of Udemy with like, what was it, like 25 bucks a month? That's the difference, really. The live stream title is Drawing Dislikes. Maybe they think I'm trying to sell something. But if they watch the very beginning, I'm not trying to sell anything, but oh well. It's all good. Because I know there's a lot of people that are like, oh, today only. Like, that's not what it is at all. Maybe people came and they were expecting free stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I do have a lot of dislikes. If you're here and you do like the stream, could we counter those dislikes? I'd appreciate that. Have I used React Native to make mobile apps? No, I've only used Unity, and it was a game. It's just a different, yeah, I mean, Lambda's very, very strict, right? And you have a teacher. It's like, you know, you're sitting in class with a teacher, with other classmates, and you make projects, and Treehouse is different. It's recorded content. In your last interview, they asked you to sort an array of numbers in ascending order without sort method. Why does YouTubers, what? Why doesn't any YouTubers post like a video on that problem? I don't know. Can't say. What's up from Draper? Eden, what's up, dude? 100% off on grind rail supplements. No. The shipping alone takes away like 50% of what I make, which is like $3. What do you think about RSS feed finder as the first project? I don't have any RSS feeds. I just read Reddit. Thanks for smashing the thumbs, guys. Any websites for remote jobs? Honest Graduate answered your question, but I'll answer it too. You have remoteok.io, weworkremotely.com, Stack Overflow with the remote box checked. You can also look at Indeed and type remote in the where box. Just make sure it doesn't autocomplete to remote Oregon, because apparently that's a town in Oregon. What do I think about Safari books? D-Dog, thanks for everything. We appreciate more than you know. Dude, thanks, man. You're taking Udemy Python. You're looking at AI advice. Udemy Python is... I don't know. I haven't done AI yet. How important is practicing algorithms? Pretty important. Pretty important. But you're not going to be doing that as a front-end developer. Probably maybe as a back-end developer. I'd say algorithms and data structures really are just for interviews. Because if you're on the job and have to do it, then you'll figure it out. But doing it under time limit is kind of like, eh. I'd pass on the Odin project because of Rails. What does Treehouse focus on that's better? You can do the full stack path. You can do the Node.js. You could do the Python stuff with Flask. You could do Angular. Can I explain what cores is? Just paste that. Just paste that into Google. The stream is not Stack Overflow. Oh, another email, 35% off. I don't want to spend my money. What course did he get? It's in the video. I pinned it as a comment, so you can click on that. Is that something by Jonas? I don't know. all of the Udemy courses start with like the complete XYZ. How much can you calf raise? I don't know. We don't have a calf raise machine, so what I'll do is I'll take the weights on the Smith machine and I'll put a couple 45s and then some 25s, and then I'll put a little wooden block and I'll do calf raises. It's a weird song. Nope. Oh no. Next, please. How much do you barbell row? You got up to 255 for 3 reps. I was doing some T-bars. I've never maxed out on a barbell row. I'm pretty cautious with my back. Which countries for software developers? There's software developers in every country, I guess. All these lyrics in my car going vroom vroom. So, wow, knowledge. I don't know about that, D-man. I'm sure there are other things that play a part of that. Depends on what the girl likes too. What she likes, arms. You kind of then you out. Have I ever met any Jamaican developers? No. And I don't know why they would identify. Hi, I'm a Jamaican developer. Okay, well you're the same as a regular developer to me. Like, I don't care where you're from. I don't mean it in like a douchey way. It's just like. Oh, that's my take on Free Code Camp. Carlson, Free Code Camp's pretty good. Free Code Camp, it's more of a front-end site, but they have a lot of like, in the search bar, they have a lot of like custom projects that you can look into, and they have a YouTube channel too, where there's like, they take turns, like dudes take turns hosting it. Software engineering degree for being a for being a web developer? It doesn't matter. You don't need a degree. What sources would I recommend to learn to code? You got Team Treehouse, you got Free Code Camp, you got Udemy, you got, I don't know, you want to do Rails, the Odin project. But learn to code. Probably start with HTML and CSS. If you start in like a little black box like you see in like, when people think of code, they think of like a little black terminal, and that's not what it has to be. It's the language technology I'm learning currently. I'm learning After Effects, Adobe After Effects, and I'm learning, that's about it, Python occasionally. Simon, what's up? What do I think about art design? Ant design? I don't know what that is. To Google it. First I need to change my, there we go. What is ant design? A UI design language. All I know is that their page is loading kind of bad, so their page is like fading in super slow, but my actual page is running fine, so I don't know. You already know MERN-stack? Should you focus in depth? No, make more projects. Make more projects. You figure out the in-depth stuff while you're on the job when you need it. You need to know everything in a job posting. You need to know maybe like 25% of what's in a job posting. If it says experience, then passed. The move is to be a teacher. No, the move is not to be a teacher. I'm already a teacher. What's my intermittent fasting schedule look like? I don't eat till about 11. I don't know. How flexible are your morals? That's what the question comes down to. Apply, apply. Can't get the interview if you don't apply. Your link for my courses doesn't work? It does. I just changed it. Should work. Can I tell us which sites are best to buy domain for my code? Namecheap is pretty good. The games I play in the off time, probably Overwatch. Just Overwatch. I read a lot of books. Andres, dude, I'm good. How's your Thanksgiving if you had one? What do I think about TopTool and have I tried applying? TopTool has a very rigorous interview process. I did, you little Hanzo main. Aubrey, you here but you lurking. Mac or Windows? Sorry, we only use the better one here, and it's Windows. Yeah, I applied to TopTool, and I went to like the third interview, and I was just like, this is I'm just bored. What is the end game goal? Well, there's no end game goal. There's a long-term goal, but I wouldn't say that like there's an end to it. It's the grind, you know, constant. I would say this is what I want to do. I want to make videos about tech. I actually wrote it all down. So, Gino, I got a good answer for you here. I was writing out these things down about how I could like schedule out my time and stuff. Let me find it. All right, I wrote down transition pivot, Gino. Here we go. I'd like to do interview prep, book reviews, but you can't say book review in the title or no one will watch. Game dev. I'd like to do Fitness Fridays, in which I would take this right here. We take for Fitness Fridays. We'd take this, strap it onto the chest, so it'd be FPS Fitness Friday, and then I want to make some videos about how I edit videos and how to tell a story, some film stuff that's not related to code, man. Side Cash Sunday, that'd be fun to make videos about side cash, how you can scrape in a little extra. Talking about entrepreneurship, brand building, career prep, and then just doing things that you're passionate about, making videos about that. So that is my plan. Do I read any books about leadership? Yeah, I've read loads of books. Leadership, not leaderships. How are you going to monetize it? You sell stuff. You monetize it by creating a brand. You make a Patreon. You get donations. You have AdSense. You have a product that you sell. You put ads on your website. You get money from ads there. You take sponsorships. Lots of stuff. Can a 47-year-old learn how to code and find a good job if English is not his first language? So it seems like you're being a little bit self-conscious about English not being your first language. And I wouldn't have even thought that by reading that sentence. But yeah, don't let that stop you. How many subs do you need to make it work? Sub count doesn't actually matter. It's more about engagement. Sub count is irrelevant to how much money you make. It's all about views, and it's all about engagement. That's why I like people say smash the like, because that's engagement. That's just how the algorithm works. Have I ever done ASP.NET? It's used in the real world market. Yes, I have. It's not good. Yeah, 1,000 true fans. That is the ideology. But that's just to like make a living, right? I'm trying to get 1 million true fans. Do I think that Craig doing a project with React will be enough to get him hired? No, he needs about 6 more. You're the only one who thinks CSS is a huge style sheet, but people care less about it. Well, it doesn't have to be. Was Redux hard for me to learn? Yeah, I'm still learning it. It's not over. I forget. Like if you asked me to implement Redux right now, I'd pull up the documentation, figure out how it's working, because I don't remember. What's wrong with ASP? It's garbage. That's you know, if it wasn't in a Glad bag container of garbage, by the way, which are 30% off if you go to Amazon. And yeah, I don't know. My suggestion in learning languages for beginners: learn HTML and CSS. You're on Redux now, do not like it. It's a little bit confusing. You got actions, you got dispatchers, you got the store, you got reducers, and then you have to figure out how all that's working, and then you have the actual React state, and it's just like, oof. So Gino, do you want the 5? Do you want the 5 for 5? Or is that what we're doing? You tell me. All right. By the way, I got this on my gimbal, so I don't even have to mess with it. You ready? Here we go. Look at that smooth camera transition. Hands free. All right, hit you with the 5. What do I think about Python? It has the most utility, but JavaScript's catching up. It does have a lot of utility though. How can you stand out from other applicants when applying for a job? All right, so the real trick is to make a video application, right? Because you're sending in a paper, but you're gonna work remote. But you're gonna be on video doing a stand-up every morning, so you might as well just take the leap and make a video resume and be like, look, I didn't actually send you a resume. Send it to the guy directly, right? And be like, look, I know I didn't send you a resume, but I made a video because this is going to be remote, and we're going to have to get to know each other. It's going to be based on trust, so I thought I'd make a video resume for you. Boom, done. That's how you stand out. You know how many people are afraid to get in front of a camera? It's because they think they're in their head about it, right? It's called the spotlight effect. You think other people are so focused on you, what you look, but it's just you. Have experience with Docker? Nah, not really. Is React incomplete without Redux? No, it's not. It's just Redux helps a lot with large applications, but as a solo dev, you don't really need it because your application is not going to get super huge. On a team, yeah, sure. Until when are you planning to do YouTube? Do I have anything else besides YouTube? It's not until when. I would do this. I already did this. I would do this if it wasn't my main job because I already did it when it wasn't my main job. So like this is just fun for me. I like doing this. I like engaging with people. It'd be cool if I had some friends here in the valley to hang out with, go work out, do fun stuff. But I don't. It's that solo entrepreneur life. It can be very isolating when you just have to do work and everyone else wants to play games. They're like, hey man, you wanna play some games? Oh man, I'm going to hang out with going to a party tonight. Okay, that's fine, I got stuff to do then. Is deploying a website using Nginx and Passenger. Well, I've never done it, but I imagine it's pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, hit up Chris Sean. I have hit up Chris Sean. He's very busy, but he lives in California, so it doesn't matter. With Let's Encrypt and stuff, that sounds like a very niche skill because I don't know how to do it. So I put that on my resume. Just be able to back it up. They ask about it. What do I think of starting a SaaS-style business? SaaS-style businesses are great. It's great, reliable income. Yeah, I spend a lot of time. I spend a lot of time here in this office. I spend a lot of time not interacting with anyone except when I do live streams or on Discord. Hang out with the girlfriend sometimes. I don't know. Walter, it's not enough to get hired. I mean, it could be, but it's probably not. You need more than one. SaaS business is good, but you have to have a product that you have to get people to subscribe to. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, I need to make something first. It's good to do your own thing for a while. I mean, I do, right? I just do my own thing. I don't care what other people think of me. I just, you know, people are like, well, don't you ever have fun? You gotta make time for fun. Okay. You're assuming that I'm not having fun just because I'm not smiling like this when I'm editing videos. Oh my god, like, I don't know. Stripe or PayPal? I use Stripe. I use PayPal. Doesn't let you? I'm not sure. Should you apply to React jobs in every state? You should apply to jobs in every state. I don't know. Do you ever get burnt out? No, not really. I know a lot of YouTubers are like, man, it's just, you know, getting tired of making. Nah, I don't care. It's not gonna happen. I like doing this. I got too much hustle. I got too much to lose. And I got so far to go. So I don't have time to get burnt out. If I get burnt out, I'll make a video about video games or just do a live stream playing video games or take a walk. I'm not sure. That's kind of like, that's a teachable thing. It might be because teachables have a maintenance. I'm not sure. Lance Desmond, thanks for the channel. You're from New Zealand and you're beginning to learn how to code web dev. Lance, salute to you. Thanks for hanging out. Struggling a lot with the React lifestyle? Dude, we could struggle together. Ask me to tell you about it. What legal information do you need to cover before becoming an entrepreneur? You can be an entrepreneur without any legal information. If you're a contractor, if you've ever taken paper from another person, you're an entrepreneur or a contractor. But what was I saying? I'm pretty straightforward. Feelings get hurt here. Yeah, I mean, those are just feelings. Feelings are not facts. And a lot of this channel is dealing with overcoming your feelings of not feeling like you can do it, or when you get stuck and you get depressed and you get sad or not motivated. This channel disrespects all those feelings because they're not facts. You gotta get the work done. You gotta have that self-mastery. No Bitcoin donation. There should be. Igor asked me what's the end goal? Is there a reason for the grind? So there are goals, right? I have goals. I have like little checkpoints I'd like to hit, but there's not like one end goal where that's like, that's it, I'm giving up. I'm done. I'm done doing everything. I'm gonna sit on a beach in Maui forever. Everyone thinks that's what you want to do when you get rich or when you make a lot of money. Now I'm just gonna sit on the beach and fish every day. Like, in your head that sounds nice, but like, I would get bored. But the process is the reward. If you can learn to enjoy tedious things, you win. You win at life. Because everyone else gets bored. I should make courses. So courses take a long time because I have to film and I have to edit videos and I have to build a curriculum, blah, blah, blah. And then you sell it for like 10 bucks. It's just not as... I don't know, they're not, I mean, like, they're good, right? But they're just not, they're not worth the time invested. The grind never ends, and people think that there's going to be, like, an end to it. It's more about time management. You're either moving forward or you're moving backwards. And so if the hustle stops, you're moving backwards. And if I start to, like, I don't know, if I get bored, I get depressed. So I have to keep challenging myself. This is just like a curse. I never understood that it was like an entrepreneurial type mindset that I had. Like when I was at work, I just couldn't focus at work because I couldn't care. I couldn't care about what I was doing for them because I just have my own ideas and things I want to do myself. And I thought I was just a bad worker because I wasn't motivated to do it because I didn't care. So I tried to force myself to care about stuff I didn't have any interest in. And then I realized I have my own hustle when I go home, but I wouldn't put it to use. I would just play video games. And then I realized, well, what if I actually take all these ideas I have at work when I want to work and just try to do them at home even though I'm tired. And I found that worked for me. So it's like, I don't know. Thoughts on Ripple? It's, I don't know, it's up and down. What's more satisfying, completing the degree or getting the first dev job? Quitting my last dev job was the most satisfying, probably. Knowing that I can do this myself, knowing that I can create enough value for myself to never have to be told what to do again. So if I could walk into an office and they could be like, well, you know, actually, Josh, we're going to put you on disciplinary blah, 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 because blah. Well, that's fine, because I don't actually have to work here. You know how much power that gives you as an individual when you're totally self-reliant and you don't have to, like, you know that if you quit from any job or if you get fired from any job, you have what it takes in here to be able to provide for yourself. And you're not dependent on anyone to hand you that paycheck. At least that's why I do this. It's a challenge for me to prove to myself that, you know, no one can take that away. And without code, I wouldn't be here, right? I wouldn't have all this experience to talk about. And I like tech, so it's fine. I probably wouldn't do web dev. I wouldn't do like JavaScript and React. That's just what I did. I'd probably do game dev, but it's, you know, I thought about applying to jobs on LinkedIn, and then when they're like, well, why should we hire you? Well, actually, you don't actually have to hire me. You don't even have to pay me. Just let me come in and film videos of what I'd be doing here so I can put these videos on my channel. You don't even have to pay me. I'll just volunteer. Let me come in. If I'm late, I'm late. You can't fire me because it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I thought about doing that, just applying to some jobs to work on a team for like a week or two, just to see if I could like contribute and, you know, make videos about what the actual grind is like when you're at work, and then put those videos on my channel, and they wouldn't have to worry about paying me because I could do it myself. So I think that would, you know, have some leverage. And then I'd be like, all right, guys, I'm gonna head out. Well, you can't. Well, I don't work here, so yeah, bye. What are you buying? I'm not a consumer. I'm more of a creator. I already bought all my stuff, to be honest. I bought this whole new room. You asked about agile methodology in an interview. What does that mean? They're workflow styles. You have waterfall, agile, Kanban. What's 100% off on? The live stream. The content is free. I think people keep showing up because they're expecting like a free product, but it's just a meme. It's just a meme on all the emails we got today from all the companies that we've ever given our emails to that say 35% off, 24 hours only, use code Black Friday 2018, or whatever, you know? Maybe get some interns and find some freelance clients. I can't really get interns. I mean, I could, but I wouldn't want to give up editing my videos because editing my videos is my style, and that's what I build everything on. Do I still work or do you quit your job? I still work. I work harder than I have worked at any job, but I don't work for someone else, if that's what you're asking. I don't work as a web developer for another company. I work as a web developer for my own company, and I actually have a company. GrindReel is a real thing. GrindReel LLC, it exists. GrindReel Limited Liability Company, it exists. It's a real thing. Work for myself. If you go to my PayPal, it'll show it. Get interns. That'd be a nice command. Just outsource my work. You've never done any entrepreneur jobs before. That's because there aren't entrepreneur jobs. You become an entrepreneur when you create a job that you couldn't find. How do you make money? I make money through sponsors, through ad revenue, through donations, through selling my resume and cover letter, lots of stuff. Affiliate links in the description. I teach people code. I do some coaching to help people get jobs. I do everything. As an entrepreneur, as a person that's running their own stuff, you have a tendency to say yes to almost every opportunity because you want to see where that goes. And it puts you in a lot of uncomfortable positions that you aren't prepared to take all the time, positions that you don't feel qualified for, such as this one right now. But you don't have to feel qualified to make good content, to be helpful. People think that you need to be like the top of the top, like the #1 Stack Overflow contributor. But have you ever seen that guy? He like can barely communicate. Ever heard of Gitcoin? No, I haven't. Is my dog safe? Any recent kidnap attempts? Yeah, he's super safe. Let me show you. He's so safe. Like, he's in dreamland. He's safe, dude. Here we go. He's pretty safe. He's just taking a nap. Oh. Nope, blur. Hey, Oko. He's chilling. He's busy. Sorry. It's a bit too close. How well did I... Oh, look at that. Look at my neck beard. No thanks. Impressive. You unfollowed the rest of YouTubers, but you are awesome. Well, thanks. How well did I know JavaScript before I applied for a job? Not that well. I applied for... I didn't know JavaScript that well, and the first job that I got was a Ruby on Rails job, so it didn't matter anyways. They gave me a JavaScript code test, and they said, great, you learned how to do JavaScript in 2 months, so you can learn how to do Ruby on Rails. Here you go. But I had to convince them to let me have it. Jawline, show off. Yeah. You got a cybersecurity internship at Lockheed. JavaScript and Python in 3 months. There's a whole lot of Udemy courses for that. Mohammed, you love the content? Dude, thanks for hanging out. Salute to you. And they told me, so you don't like to work in a team, only solo? That's when you look at them like, are they stupid? Like, I've never had a job, so I'm building projects. Where would I work on a team? I'm a developer. We don't talk to people. How long have I been coding for? 3 years. But I've had 2 jobs, right? I've had 2 jobs non-stop for those 3 years. So just double it to 6. Udemy versus Pluralsight, who wins? Let's ask the correct question. Who's taking the course? Is learning WordPress a waste of time? No, definitely learn WordPress. WordPress is a great freelancing tool. For me, for example, grindreel.com is made with WordPress, and I know I say WordPress isn't real development, but it is. It can be. But WordPress, I have a whole lot of plugins that I had to manage, right? I have to create the assets, the art for it. I have to do the e-commerce stuff for it, make sure that's working. I have to do all the business stuff behind that. I have to drive traffic. I have to track that traffic. I have to do email marketing. I have to do email in general. I have to make the assets for the email templates. Like, so it's just like WordPress makes a whole lot of sense when you're a solo dev. Well, why don't you just create it from scratch? Like, oh my God, there's no way. Stream on Twitch. If you get 75 plus, you can be a partner. Nah, I'm good. Daniel, what's up, dude? You changed your picture. You got an avatar. I'm 1 year at community college, and you're currently able to create a database web application using PHP. SQL, is that good enough for a job? Nah, you need JavaScript, man. I mean, that's good that you can do that. The concepts are good enough for a job, but you need the practical applications for a job. How much did I earn? I made $18 an hour at my first job. Do I feel like you have acquired all the coding knowledge in 3 years? Yes, ask me anything. I'm actually the best coder in the entire world. I'm actually the founder of Google. I'm just the shadow founder. I hired the founders, and you know, I just stay underneath, right? No. If anyone says they know everything there is to know about programming, ignore that person fast. Run away fast. Would all that be called a CMS? Yeah, I mean, you could do it. So CMS is pretty good, but CMS is more for like, if you're going to hand it off for freelance. Should you include knowledge of calculus on your resume? Unless you're doing data science, I probably would take it off. The best way to learn Java? Probably get a, I don't know Java. I was gonna try, but then I stopped. If you wanted to start your own digital agency, where do you find clients? You gotta go get them. You gotta go get your own clients. You gotta build a brand. So that's the problem. It's the problem with a lot of startups. The problem with a lot of startups is that they have a great product, but they have no way to put it in front of viewers, so they have to do marketing, and then they end up spending a lot of their budget on marketing just to get it in front of people. Whereas if me, right now, for example, if I were to start building a game, I have an audience to show it to already, and those people can invest in it early before it's even up, or while it's coming up, or they can help support it, right? So I have an audience. You have to have a brand. You have to have a reputation. You can't just be like, I'm a freelancer. Now what? No one knows who you are. You can have the best product in the world, but if you can't get that in front of people, it doesn't matter. That's why brand is so important. I've been thinking lately about starting a meetup in Salt Lake City for how to build a brand and why it's important in any scenario. For developers, like, I don't want to do hackathons. I don't want to talk about context, API, and I don't care about all that stuff. All I care about is building that future, building that secure, branded future. Because as time goes on, more people are going to realize this is the way to do it, and they're going to fall behind. You're going to become a resume in the middle of the stack somewhere, and they're going to hire that dude that has that brand, that reputation, that they can go look him up, see what he's like, right? They basically do the interview for him just by having a brand. You get to skip that because they can already figure out who you are. No need to go through the traditional ways. So I'd recommend hit that brand. Which languages do you know 100%? I don't know any of them 100%. I don't think I could. And I wouldn't want to. Because by the time you learn 100%, you'd have to learn when it changed. Like, I don't know, Dan. You asked some strange questions, fam. The headphones, did the deli store? Did they have increased sales? Yeah, they did. They actually had increased sales when I redid their website. What's the best way to build a brand to reach a lot of people? You have to create value. So find something that you're good at and then give it to other people. That's what I do. What made me want to code? I wanted to work remote. And I like tech, so it seemed like the fitting job. I typed in mechanical engineering remote and there was nothing. So the only option, so I typed in remote and then it was like, I don't know, it was only code jobs. So I was like, I guess I gotta learn how to code. What would I say my brand is? Are you planning on making some kind of unique commercial product? You don't have to have like a product to sell to have a brand. But if you do make a product, then your brand's already on it. A brand is more of like a reputation for providing value. So my brand would be, this is my brand, right? A lot of people want to learn how to code. A lot of people go to code boot camps. But what happens after code boot camp, right? Yeah, there's career services that they have, but that's my niche, right? What happens after? Now there's this entire life in front of you. How do you get into it? That's my niche. And then I just so happen to be a non-stereotype dev, I guess. Like, I like fitness, and I don't drink. I don't like beer. I mean, I'm not like, I don't know. I'm just kind of an opposite of the stereotype of a developer, and so I think a lot of the stuff that I have are like, a lot of the traits that I have are pretty unique. So I try to share those with other people. If they're not interested, that's fine. If they are, that's fine. But that's my brand. What else? You like hard liquor though, right? No, I don't drink. I don't drink at all. I don't drink. I don't toke. I don't do anything. Do you know what the React lifecycle component now? Oh, yeah. Yeah, ask me anything. I knew what it was. I just didn't know it was called that. Which offer are you offering 100% off? People are just coming for the free stuff. People just want free stuff. I should do a giveaway. Clearly it drives views. Jeez. You don't even like coding that much? Yeah, it pays the bills and does better than McDonald's. I mean, that's kind of what it was, right? Code is a great way. There's a lot of demand for it, so the pay is high. Code's a great way to pay the bills, and I just so happen to be interested in tech. And the more I learn about code, the more I can understand how the internet ecosystem is functioning, and that's kind of neat, I guess. But like my passion, I like editing videos. I like being outside. I like extreme sports. I like adventure. I like exploring. Apparently, I like hustling. I didn't figure this out till the last few years, but apparently, I just like doing my own thing and pushing myself to new limits and new heights, and that's it. You don't have to love this thing like you live, eat, sleep, breathe it. Yeah, you probably should if you want to learn it quick, but you don't have to do that. You know, it doesn't have to be your life. I always say there's more to life than code. Yeah, I mean, you gotta do what pays the bills, and so do that thing. That's fine. I mean, I don't necessarily like love it, but I don't necessarily like hate it. If you were to give me a camera and a drone and be like, all right, you want to make movies, or you give me a laptop and be like, would you like to create a responsive web app? I'm gonna take the camera and the drone. Insane deals at Namecheap. That's pretty good. 88 cents for domain. Do I think learning on Solo Learn is okay? Yeah, I have Solo Learn on my phone. I might do a review. Different mobile apps review. Did you ever try to code Adobe plugins to automate some parts of editing? No, I don't want to automate parts of editing because how you edit is how you determine the personality and how you deliver stuff. And I'm not going to automate that because my personality comes through in my editing. So I would never automate that. Do I believe you're independent if you're a developer is 100% focused on career maxing? Define career maxing. Are you maxing a career for another person? Because you're not maxing your career if you're working for another person. When applying for a remote job, would you say it's the minimum amount of projects needed on GitHub? There's no minimum amount of projects on GitHub. A lot of remote jobs are just based straight on trust, so I don't know. It's less about what... Remote jobs have generally been more of a culture fit purely because of the trust involved. You need to really get to know someone on that personal level to hire someone to work remote, because how do you know they're going to do the work? I did read the rest of it. Are you selling yourself like all the authors I look up to? I mean, you have to do both. 100% off what? It's just a meme. It's just a meme because of the emails. You're a CS student, but you're learning programming efficiently. What do you think is the best way to learn outside of school? It depends on what language. Probably Udemy, Free Code Camp. Build some projects. Find some complete projects. Find something that you like and then try to make that thing. Like find a website that you like and then rebuild that thing. Make a Reddit clone if you read Reddit or something. Look at some designs. Try to make that design with actual code. Right, so it's not just a picture. What if you can make 100K next year at a job? Isn't that a great leap? Yeah, but you're not maxed. You're always you're getting 25 cents on the dollar, right? So if you truly want to be free, do it yourself. Be self-reliant. Don't be a minion, be a master. And if someone gives you a title of lead, whatever, it doesn't actually mean anything. It's only recognized within that company. It's not like an army title that's recognized across the military forces or something. The title doesn't mean anything. That's just me. I'm gonna stop memeing. You're gonna send 100 push-ups. Send 100 push-ups. Everything about FG, you mean Facebook? FG and IG ads to 18 to 24-year-olds to get them to the channel. The conversion rate on Instagram is not that high. People have very, very, very low attention spans on Instagram. It's great for sales, great for digital product sales, but I try not to focus on that. I'm not just going to be like, here's my resume and cover letter. You see a random ad about resume and cover letter. It's more about brand awareness on Instagram. But the Facebook ads are expensive. Right now I've been using LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like the low-key hidden gem right now. The video that I made with Wolfie about how he had, that video got like, I don't know, 7,000 views, 7,800 views on YouTube. That video got 5,800 views on LinkedIn, and I only have 3,000 followers versus 36,000 subscribers on YouTube. So LinkedIn is the low-key hidden gem for this niche. Can't be dropping all the gems, but I seem to be doing that today. That's what's 100% off W3. How can you make 100K as a developer without making a killer product or doing freelance? You can't. You can't really do that? Do I play League? Like League of Legends? No. I mean, you're either building your own dream or you're building someone else's dream, and that's just how it is. And if you're okay with that, good. For me, I'm not okay with that. Is it still worth learning if you already know Ruby? Yes, it's worth learning because you know the most useless language out of all the languages. I'm just kidding. It's not that useless, but it's pretty terrible. What are your maxes on squat, bench, and deadlift? Deadlift, I don't know, I've never maxed out deadlift. I maxed out, well, I didn't max out, but I did a hex bar deadlift the other day for 340, 350, something like that. I don't know. What would people like if I did a holiday giveaway? I don't know if the holiday giveaway would actually do much. That's the thing, right? People show up for one thing, but there's no engagement other than they want that giveaway. It doesn't do as much. It just drives traffic, but the traffic doesn't engage because they just want the free thing. It's like why people, you know, like torrent movies and games and whatever. It doesn't mean that they were gonna buy that thing anyways. They're just there for the free, and so that engagement does nothing, or there is no engagement, so that the traffic does nothing. What's the lowest end dev job you can get? Whatever you can find. Don't be picky. A little birdie told me you're active in the Fastlane forum. What's up with that? Yeah, I read The Millionaire Fastlane. Yeah, I read Unscripted. I've read his book list. Fastlane forum is the way to go, right? Gotta get to 100K by December 31st. Yeah, but you gotta subscribe to be a part of the giveaway, but there's no way for me to track that. And also, I know a lot of people do that as like a scam. They're like, we're giving 2 iPhones away for free. Just all you gotta do to enter is just hit subscribe. Like, what are you tracking every subscriber? It's impossible. That'd be a way to scam someone. Maybe we'll try it out. I'll try it out in a video. Did you read Rich Dad Poor Dad? Really good investing book? Yes, I've read Rich Dad Poor Dad. I've read The Millionaire Fastlane. I've read The 10 Pillars of Wealth. I've read Unscripted. I've read Rich Dad Poor Dad. I've read Perennial Seller. What else? Cashvertising. A lot of books, man. Wealth preachers are full of crap. Change my mind. I'm not going to change your mind. They make their money off selling courses on how to get rich, but that's not how they got rich. They got rich by selling their courses. So they make courses on like, here's how to pay off all your debt, and here's how to invest in your 401k so when you get to 65, you have enough money to live off of until you die. Like, it's not about how to make passive income or make a product or generate an idea and then execute on that idea. Like, it's like people that are like, here's my guide to making passive income. My guide is $999 and it will teach you how to build a brand and a blog and whatever and how to make courses. Like, that person's making money from selling that course. It's just all this really internal meta thing. I'm not going to change your mind. I'm not in disagreement with you. Like Dave Ramsey, for example. He's like telling people to invest in 401ks and Roth IRAs and blah, 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 blah. Like, that's not how you get rich. Rich people got rich by selling something that a lot of people bought, provided a lot of value to a lot of people, and they got rich. They didn't get rich by investing in their 401k at a 4% match in 1 year. Can you suggest a book that will fit many of these? The War of Art? I've read that book. War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. Which book helped me the most? A lot of Robert Greene books are really helpful for internal management, such as managing emotions. Like today, for example. Today is a good example. Before I did this, I didn't feel like doing it, but now I did it, and I'm happy that I'm doing it, and this is really fun and energetic. But I was too in my head about it before I did this. But I know that I have to do it, and I have to get those feelings if I don't feel like doing a live stream or because I don't feel excited. I have to push them out of the way and do it anyways, because feelings are not facts. And here I am, right? It's there's a lot of that on a day-to-day basis. How can you say, but at the same time be into their books and message? They have actual products. Unless you're talking about Dave Ramsey, which I've never recommended or anything like that. Like the Millionaire Fastlane dude, like he sold a limo business. He made a business. He learned how to code. That was his technical hard skill that he learned how to do. He made a limousine business, and then he sold that limousine business, and then he used that money to invest, and now he talks about investing and how to make money. That was his skill. Ben Shapiro. Yeah. Am I thinking about stocking up on BTC while on Bitcoin while prices are low? Nah. I'm good. Wait, Angelo, what happened? Let's not do this. Why the hate on Dave Ramsey? Not familiar. Dave Ramsey is very popular with like middle class people. Like my family was really into him, and I was wondering like how this dude got rich. He got rich by selling courses on how to tell people to invest their money into a 401k and IRA at 5% match, or what is it, $5,500 a year. It's just very like, it's very contradicting. I'm not in a like disagreement with Andy, so like I don't understand. Like if someone has an actual skill and a product that they're selling that provides value, then I'm for it. But there's a lot of people that make their money by selling a course on how to make money, and they don't actually have a skill. That's what's crappy. Are you a Dragon Ball Z fan? I don't know. Dave Ramsey's just like this really popular middle class dude that teach people how to manage money that have way too much credit card debt. I didn't buy anything for Black Friday. I told myself that if I was worried about Black Friday deals, if I was worried about saving $50 on a TV, then I'm not making enough money. Yeah, that's what I do. I ask myself, if money was not an obstacle for me, what would I be doing? Well, I'd probably be making videos because I really like to edit stuff. I'd probably talk about code because I like tech and I like game dev. Not so much web dev, but that was the medium that got me where I'm at, so now I'm here. It's kind of interesting. I'd probably go out and adventure and make vlogs and stuff, and then, you know, I'd do a whole bunch of stuff. Angelo, dude, what's up, man? What is going on right now? If I can only recommend one book, what would it be? Probably Unscripted. Unscripted really resonated with me. It starts off talking about how there's this dude driving to work in a car that he drives a couple times a week, but he has an $800 a month payment on it, and then he shows up to work and his cubicle neighbor is fired and now he has to take on his cubicle neighbor's work at no extra salary raise to him, just because that's business, sorry. And then the dude goes home. He hates his life. He hates his job. He's just looking at the clock all day. He gets home. He tops back some beers, but they're not doing it for him. So he busts out the hard liquor and then gets drunk, and then he wakes up and does it again. And that's his life. And I was like, yeah, it sounds. I mean, not the drinking part, but like me hating my job and like having to take on all this extra crap with just nothing but like, here's a $10 McDonald's gift card. Like, no, thank you. Favorite YouTubers right now? Oh, I got a lot, dude. But I can't think of any off the top of my head. Every ad on YouTube is someone selling a get rich. Yeah, it's always like, buy my course on how to be an entrepreneur and independent. Okay, well, what is the skill that I need to gain? You're currently looking for junior Python jobs in one company, wanted 10 years of experience and a PhD. HR is cool. Yeah, HR has no idea what they're doing. Just HR doesn't know what they want. Don't worry about HR. They don't know what they're doing. Please list your favorite YouTubers. Let me pull up my subscriber list on my phone. Let's take a little gander. Where are they at? My channel. I don't know. I'd have to look. Do you work freelance, other, or all of the above? I do all of the above. I say yes to almost every opportunity. I have a class on GitHub. Yes, I have a class on how to use GitHub and get set up on GitHub. Let me look. Cody Coe's pretty good. Leon Lush is pretty good. Casey Neistat, Peter McKinnon. I got Gary V on here. This guy edits. Dan Mace, Mark Rober, Caleb City, ILM Visual Effects, Film Riot, Brackies, Evan Carmichael, what else we got in here? Hickok 45. Quill Creates, Dan Locke, Vsauce, Tucker Gott, Grant Cardone, a bunch of stuff. John Sonmez is on there, Bulldog Mindset. Do I know about Ty? Who doesn't know about Ty? If you've ever watched the YouTube video, you've seen his I'm Here in My Garage. Coding Phase is on my other Gmail account. But you guys already know who he is. Do I get triggered at the word social? No, I don't get triggered because I'm in control of my emotions. But ask that to someone else. Dan Locke is a scammer. That's subjective. Yeah, I think Ty Lopez makes money in selling courses on how to do things he doesn't know how to do. That'd be my guess. He rents out his houses and stuff and all that. I don't know. No one really knows how he makes his money, but he makes money by telling people he knows how to make money, and because he presents this aura of authority, people do what he says, and so that's how you have to be in sales. If you straightforward, no bullshit kind of guy, then that's it. Are you working on any personal projects? This is my personal project. Ty Lopez does giveaways. You got $100. That's cool. Can we see subscribers via my channel? I don't know how to do that. I think I turned it off at some point. I got some bodybuilding stuff on here, like Vintage Genetics. Red Giant, the Report of the Week. Same stuff that you guys watch, probably. I have very little code stuff on here. Rocket Jump film tutorials. Valuetainment. What else? Teachable is down or what? I'm not sure. You think the content's good, but maybe professionalize it with lighting and backgrounds and all that stuff? I literally just dropped a whole bunch of money. Literally just dropped a whole bunch of money professionalizing it. Appreciate you, Diamond. How do you grow your channel so well? Let's define so well. Do you listen to Tekashi69? No, but maybe I'll listen to him from behind bars while he's serving a life sentence for doing dumb stuff. "45 push-ups. I don't know. I can't actually verify that's there. I'm not sure what's going on. I haven't received any notification anywhere. Do you have a girlfriend? Yeah, she'll be in the video that I'm dropping later today. I'm just consistent in my channel, I think. I just there's some days where I don't do anything, but those are very rare. And I don't get mad at myself for those days, but I try to do something every day. No 0 days. My days are very repetitive. You don't think anyone who earns a lot of money has time for telling other people how to earn money? That's not true. Just because you have a bunch of money doesn't mean you like to not give back. There's a lot of books that people have written. I think your channel's a hidden gem. I don't know what to do. I'm not clickbait enough. I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. I'll meet the people I want to meet. I'll meet Gary V. I'll be in Gary V's office, and then I'll post this video saying that I'm sitting in Gary V's office, shaking his hand, whatever. I'll get there. Do you know Redux? I'm gonna meet Casey Neistat. I'm gonna meet Peter McKinnon. I'm gonna meet some YouTube crew that know how to do video really well. That way I can up my code videos, make them as entertaining as other videos. Not clickbait enough. Live streams 100% off. I don't know. People keep showing up because they think I'm like giving everything away for free. Why Gary V? He's the brand growth master, and he's good at predicting. He's a good business-minded person at predicting what platform will help other, what will get someone attention for. Gary V he's chill dude. He's smart dude. His book got me really to go hard. What computer do I use to make my videos? I have an AMD 1950X overclocked at 4.1. I have 64 gigs of RAM and two 1080s in SLI. You'll see that in the video. What do I think about Devin Crawford? Devin Crawford's boring. MPJ is pretty fun. What's my goal? I have a lot of goals, not just one. But what's better than a goal is a system. I have a system. That's how you reach goals. You can have lots of goals, that's fine. But if you don't have a system, it doesn't matter. My system is, my schedule, my day schedule. Do I think 8 gigs of RAM and a laptop? It's good for a CS freshman who also wants to self-learn at the same time. 8 gigs is pretty good. Should do enough. What's this song? This is not trap. What's your last project? Probably my last job, which went unfinished because they told me to restart the project that I had been working on for a year. They're like, you know what? Just do it again. Do I like Fib Matrix? I don't know who he is. Oh, we're talking about the dude that's releasing Equilinox, I think, right? Yeah, dude, he's sweet. I don't know, Reneon. Any tips on how to get productive? You want to do, but you're lazy? You want to start, but you sabotage yourself. Yeah, that tends to happen. I get pretty excited for stuff, and then I'll sabotage myself and not do it. So, Kroll Michael, I would say you need to read about Deathground strategy. Go study. That's the tip. That's not the tip. Ignore that. Read about Deathground strategy. I've talked about this the last few days because I read a book on it. It's really resonated with me. If I don't put myself under pressure to get some shit done because I know I'm comfortable if I don't do it, then I don't do it. So I have to, like, if I don't do this thing, then I punish myself for it. And maybe that sounds crazy, but it's just like you're releasing videos surrounding the coding community but not actively working on projects. You don't have to, like, I teach code. Maybe that answers your question. I teach code every day. So I work on projects that my students are working on, but I'm not working on my own personal stuff. I'd like to do game dev. I keep talking about it, and I keep talking about it, and people are like, are you ever going to do it? I'll get there. I don't know when. That's a weird song. Yeah, this channel is like a large experiment. Yeah, I get that question a lot. They're like, how can you be a developer if you're not working for a company? But that's not how this shit works, man. That's just not how this shit works at all. You can be a developer without working at a company or working on a personal project to host somewhere. You can identify with whatever you want. More power to you. Do I still get up to date with the new tech and able to teach what's new since everything in tech evolves really fast? Yeah, of course. The curriculum that I teach is very new. Yeah, I teach all the new stuff, and then there's a lot of people that are like, you know, what about this thing? Or what do you think about this new thing? Should I be doing that? And then I'll research it and I'll come back to him and be like, you know what? Like, maybe let's do this, but not do this. Or maybe I should be like, yeah, actually, you know what? Scrap what you're doing right now. Let's do this. And so then I'll learn that thing and then I'll teach it to him. Levels.io, he's pretty good. He's got a lot of passive income from the traffic that he drives from his websites. Let me give you guys like that cinematic. So what bootcamp did I attend? I went to Dev Mountain. I saw it. You retracted the message, but I saw it. I went to Dev Mountain. What would I recommend? Lambda School. How do I motivate someone who wants to be a YouTuber but's terrified of negative comments? People that make negative comments are just projecting their own insecurities, or they don't actually understand what you're doing. And that's just, you know, it's your job. You have a vision in here, but it's your job to take that vision and pull it out and show it to people. And when people can't see it, but you're talking about it, not much you can do. Are you ever afraid of saying something that will offend someone on your live stream, like a political view? I don't see I'm not afraid of saying it, but there's just not much gain from it. There's no point in making a divisive comment to divide the community when we can all talk about stuff that's totally what this channel is about. It's like if you say something political or religious or anything, you know, the top things that you don't talk about, there's no point. There's no point in dividing that. We're all just human beings at the end of it. No point. I mean, of course I have my own opinions. There's no point in talking about it. Do you do freelance work then? I do freelance. I make products. You know. Do I still feel like I sound like a 5th grader? I think I sound like I'm 15 years old. Is game dev C# or C++ or JavaScript? Unity supports JavaScript, C#. Unreal Engine supports C++. Typically it's done in C++. Industry standard is C++. Like, for example, all the Blizzard games are developed in C++. or their platform. I don't know what they have, right? Everything they have is proprietary. You know, I would like to see what their WoW builder looks like. Do they just have like a program that they open? It's called like WoW Builder version 25, and then you just drag and drop stuff into the WoW world, and then click save. Unity doesn't support JS anymore. I mean, you can still do it. It's just not supported. Language I suggest learning first for what? Keith, what's up, dude? Do I teach C++? No. Probably HTML and CSS if you're a visual person. If you're not a visual person, maybe not do that. Could I teach a good set of... Wait, could I recommend a good set of videos to learn React and Django? React and Django. Or why would I be wasting my time learning these? React you can learn at Tyler McGinnis. That's pretty good. Treehouse is pretty good. You got the hang of React. Should you learn Redux? No, make projects. Because I bet you think you got the hang of it. Try to make some stuff. Does anyone tell you look like Tom Cruise? No. They tell me I look like Ethan Hawke. You guys want to see some stuff? Watch this. Sure thing, Tucker. Where's this at? When did I start coding? 2015. Here we go. I can move the camera. We can go up. We can go down. I'm not in focus, but I got an app on my phone. Check out the room. You can see over here we have some sound foam. Then we got the nano leaf lights, and then we can see down here we got the Xbox, the sound bar, and then we got the Gorilla Pod here. Let's come back up over it. Let's go this way a little bit. Let's come over here. You can check out the drone. We got the Vive. Whole bunch of stuff. We got the skateboard. Let's come back. Let's come back up over here. The quality's going up on this channel, I'm convinced. What do you need to get a full stack dev job? I mean full stack stuff, so probably learn how to connect to a back end with a front end. Rich dad, poor dad. What? Better get that red camera. Quick, let me just have 80,000 liquid to drop on a red camera. Easy done. What was my first coding channel I discovered on YouTube? Probably the New Boston. Have you ever heard about IBM Watson? I've heard about it. I haven't done research. I think it's an AI thing, right? Yeah. You don't have to answer, but are you making a pretty penny a year? It's not like that at all. It's more like I had a job. I've had 2 jobs ever since I've started learning to code, and I've gotten laid off every single job except for the last one, which I voluntarily quit, so they wouldn't have to lay me off, which eventually they would have, because they're going to sell the company in a couple of years. So, no, not really. I just save all my money. I do nothing. Have a really nice room, but you should see my, like, what is it? The rest of my house. I don't really invest in things that I don't use on a day-to-day basis. Like, my girlfriend's the type of person, she's like, makes more money, spends more money. 2 push-ups. I must have missed it. Let me confirm. All right. Hold on. Let's come down over here. Got your 2. Oh, you want to put the legs in the chair? All right, hold on. Hold on. You want to see the decline push-ups? All right, I'm gonna fall probably. All right, this is for entertainment stream. I don't want to ruin my chair, but I'll do it for the stream. Actually, you know what? I'll use my other chair. Here we go. Those triangle push-ups? I'm going to the gym right after this. I'm not going to do it all. What does my girlfriend do for a living? She's a phlebotomist. Kroll says, how old are you? I'm 28. 28 years old. Robert says, well done. Oh, thanks. Did I miss any other questions? I'm not sure. I think we're good. Can I recommend a book for how to manage money? I mean, the key to managing money is to spend less than you make. Number one. Priority number one. I do a lot of weighted dips and weighted push-ups and weighted pull-ups at the gym. I don't look that ripped. I understand that I don't look that ripped, but I think I'm pretty fit. Like when I first started working out, I couldn't even do a pull-up. Yeah, the live stream's 100% off. Robert, exactly. When I first started working out, I couldn't even do a pull-up. I could barely do 10 push-ups. Now I can do like, I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6 pull-ups with a belt around me and like 70 extra pounds. Very thick. I don't know about all that. Do you go for heavy lifts or loads of reps? So I'm a natural lifter, right? And so I can do loads of reps and I get a great pump at the gym. But as soon as you leave, you deflate like a balloon. So I lift heavy. I lift heavy and I gain strength. Not so concerned about muscle size. There's a whole bunch of videos you can watch that are like these small dudes benching like 400 pounds. The day I meet Pete and collab with him. You know what's crazy is that Peter McKinnon and I both started making videos at the exact same time, and he got to 100K in like a week, and then he's at like 2 million, and he just outer space now. It'd have been nice to know. Should I hit him up? Use the connect to work out. In other words, you don't work out. That's probably the truest thing that's ever been said. The 70-30 rule. You're talking about 80-20? How's the cardio? Cardio's all right. If I do cardio, it's interval training. It's not distance or anything. How long ago did you start working out? 2015-ish. Ronald, I saw that question. My bad. When I say 2015-ish, I mean like lifting heavy, lifting weights and stuff. I used to do triathlons and stuff, and then I stopped doing that and I got married and I gained all that comfort marriage weight. I got real fat. Is the rent expensive in Utah? Well, it depends on where you live and how big of a house you want, but I have a house. It's my biggest regret in life that's not career or school related, getting married. How old are you and your wife? I'm 28, I don't have a wife. Never again. $70 for expenses, $30 for savings, 80-20 sounds nice. No, I don't do 70-30 because I have a business, right? So I have to business expense as much as I can, which fluctuates. So it's hard to really stick to that. I mean, I don't have like a salary. I have business expenses which fluctuate depending on what I'm doing for the channel. And then I pay myself. So it's a little bit difficult to follow that to the T. Also, the income from month to month goes up and down depending on ad revenue and, you know, all that stuff. So it's like, it goes up and down. If anything, I tried to keep it like 40 for expenses and, you know, what was it? No, I tried to put like 70% in my bank and 30% everything else. I buy like nothing. I'm super frugal. I'm super cheap. Ever since I got laid off from my job and I was almost homeless, I'm like super paranoid with my money. Super paranoid. That's what made me so salty against like jobs. Because like the CEO was walking away that year with $2 million, and then the day before that he was like, thanks for being part of the family. We really appreciate. Thanks for being part of the company family. We're so glad to have you, and we just appreciate you being here for a year. And then like 2 days later, he's like, we've discontinued all development efforts. We wish our teams the best of luck. Dude, you're walking away with $2 million, and I'm not even gonna be able to pay my rent. Like I mean, I saved, right? But like on a long enough timeline, if I can't get another job, then I lose my house, and that's what happened. Well, I didn't. I was like $300 away from being homeless. So never again. Do I dip into savings? I never dip into savings. I actually don't have a savings account. I just have a checking and a business account, and then I expense everything in my business account, and then I pay myself. And I know what's going in and what's going out, so I don't really need to like be that to the T about it. I'm constantly thinking about my budget and what I have to spend and what I have to save and the bills that are coming up. Like, I'm pretty aware. I think about it a few times a day, so it's not like I really need that. Besides, saving is not like, saving's not how you retire. A lot of people think that retirement, well, this is what a lot of people do. They invest their money in a 401k, and then they get old, and then they hope that there's been enough money in their 401k that their money doesn't run out before they die. Whereas that is not my mindset at all. My mindset is, how can I create a plan and a process to generate passive income, whether that's real estate where I buy something and then I rent it out for higher than I bought it for. Like, yeah. You're a developer. You could get a job in a second, especially if you are good. Yeah, you would think so, right? But you're in a weird place. You're in a weird place as a mid-level developer. Have a good one, Alex. Peace. Lift heavy, my friend. Or, you know, do whatever you want. Thoughts on vegan? Pass. Do you have to buy your own benefits package, or how does that work since you work for yourself? I don't have benefits. If I get cancer, I am royally capital left. I don't have dental insurance. I don't have eye insurance. I don't have health insurance. I don't really need it. I'm a pretty healthy guy. But that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I don't have kids or a family or anything, so it's not that big of a deal. Why pass on the vegan diet? Because I like bacon. Come at me. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any benefits. I just pay out of pocket. I wear contacts, so that's going to be my only expense. Am I going to do the taxes myself? Yes, of course I do the taxes myself. I'm not going to trust some other dude to like business expense and stuff and like, you know, no. I've read up on tax code. My business is an S corp. And I fully read up on distributions. I don't know. I've done a lot of research into the business and the finance stuff. So like, I just don't talk about it because no one really cares. It's like reading the small print. But no one really thinks about it until you have to do it yourself. Can't tell which one Wolfie did. It's pinned. It's pinned as a comment. Do you only accept U.S. contracts? What does that mean? The company I work for, well, I can't say work, I say contract for. Open Classrooms is in Europe. So besides YouTube, are there any great investments that you made that you feel comfortable sharing? Yeah, this house. This house is an investment. So I bought a house purely so that I can rent it out at a higher price than I paid it, so I can generate $400 a month passive. I haven't done it yet, but I will. You have to build up, like, I don't know. It's hard to get, so this is the thing, right? If you have your own business and you pay yourself everything that you make, it looks like your business isn't profitable. Even if your expenses, like at home, so let's say like you pay yourself like $5,000 a month, but that's like what you make. You make like $5,000 a month into your business account, and you pay yourself like, I don't know, $3,200 after tax. And then your business shows zero because you've paid it out, everything that you've made. So you can't get a loan, and it's really hard to find a place to rent because it looks like your business isn't making any money. How much do you spend on food a month? I mean, it's going to depend on where you live, right? So if I say a number, you're going to be like, wow, that's crazy. Probably maybe $300-400. What do I think about Tech Lead? He's a meme. He's a living meme. The f-stop. It's on 1.2 right now. Programmers, doctors, freelancers should almost always use a corp. No, don't do a corp. If you're a freelancer or a programmer, don't. What are you talking about? A corp, like a corporation, or like an S corp? I use an S corp. An actual corporation means you have to have like payroll. You have to have a meeting with one of your, like you have to have like a business partner, not a partner, but like I want to say accountant. Like you have to have a meeting with her. Like for example, my girlfriend's dad has a business and it's registered as a corporation and not an LLC, and his wife is like the person he has to meet with, and they just go out to dinner like once a year, and that's like the business meeting mandatory that you have to have for the corporation. There's a lot more shit with corporations than S corps and LLCs. How much do graduates from Dev Mountain tend to make a year? Well, that's if they can get jobs, so I don't know. What's 100% off? The stream. It's free. It's live content free. If I'm comfortable talking it, was it hard to balance being such a hustler, coder, entrepreneur, and a husband? I wasn't doing this when I was married. I was so depressed. I was so depressed because the wife was crazy and she was really emotionally abusive to me. And that make me sound like a little baby, right? But that's kind of what like has hardened me into what I am. And I would say like she would say things like, living with you is like being in jail. I hope you never find a job that you like. You have a mechanical engineering degree, but it's not worth shit. You'll never be able to find a job. She would just say really mean things to me, like I hate my life living with you now, all this stuff. And I got really demotivated, so all I would do is just like play games and try to avoid her. I would stay at school for just 18-20 hours. Sometimes I'd sleep there just because I didn't want to see her. Then she filed for divorce and took my visa. Why did you get married in the first place? Oh, obviously, hindsight 2020. You know, that's never how it goes. You never go in expecting that. But it's easy to be like, well, why'd you even do it? That's not how it works, man. Captain Katz, S Corp it is, doing it today. Captain Katz, go watch my video on how to make an S Corp. And it's like literally how to make an S Corp. It's like, this is the website that you go to. Don't use LegalZoom. LegalZoom will charge you like $800. LegalZoom is so overpriced. Don't use it. Go to the one I have in my video. I think it's called smallbiz.com. I don't get paid. I don't get any like, you know, I don't get any referrals or anything like that. But I made it for like $80 or something. So go do it there. LegalZoom just has a nice UI. Your visa, where are you from? I lived in Finland when I was married to a Finnish girl, so I had a visa to be in Finland. You checked in mobile and in laptop, can't find pinned. It's there, dude. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, Rignon. In the UK, a dev earns 50, 60 pounds. Well, so deception, you have to remember that we also only get like 2 weeks of vacation every year, and I think you get like 28 to 30 days plus holidays, and we get like 10 days. Also, we have longer working hours, and you get in trouble if you're not talking about work. We also don't go out to the pub after work together. We just go home and do our stuff. The culture difference is very big. You got a notification for a live stream 3 minutes ago? Maybe, was that the connection, Craig? Were you having some internet problems? I wonder how many other people just got a notification. No, I think we got married, and then she realized she didn't want to be married. She likes the Chads too much. Like she tried to file for divorce once, and she put the paper in front of me, and she gave me a pen. She's like, sign it, and I'm like, no, I'm not signing the divorce paper. Are you crazy? And then she forced me to sign it, and so I signed it, and then she lost that paper somehow. And then she brought it back again, and she was like, sign it. And I was like, you know what? You got it. Here you go. Bye. I don't know what to say to that, Dianadin, but cool, bro. What are the Black Friday deals? Just pulling up. Can you come and dev in Mexico? You can be dev wherever you want. Place, time, what people tell you. Don't limit yourself. I was in school full time, and she paid the rent. So I think she like resented me for that, because she had this mind that you're the man, you should have to pay everything for me. And I was like, well, I mean, we can arrange that kind of thing when I graduate. But nope. She wasn't having it. Did I miss anything? I didn't, to be honest, when I posted the title that was 100% off everything or whatever, I didn't really understand that it was going to be like people would actually show up to buy stuff, because that's not how I am. She probably works at a cheese shop, wishing she had a man with a job. I think she works at a grocery store. Was she a 10? Maybe a 10 out of 100. Got him. Savage. I'm gonna change out my battery, guys. I'm gonna go black 1 second, then I'm gonna go. I like this song a lot. What's on sale? Nothing is on sale. It's just a meme. I had to change out the battery. The camera was dying. Can you manage data science without a math background? Is data science math heavy? Yes, it is. Dianadin, dude, you do you. You do you, fam. You do you, fam. But the thirst is a little real. Maybe you should take a sip. Not off my cup, because that's gay. But, you know. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. What's a good camera to use for web and mobile under 300? Just try to find something with a low f-stop, Craig. What do you mean for web, though? No, don't use a GoPro. I think QA is a must for applications with 5 I don't know, it depends on how complex your application is. You can have a lot of users, but if your users are only doing like 2 things, it doesn't matter. If they're doing like 100 things, you probably need it. I mean, because it'd be exponential. More users, more actions, it'd be an exponential increase. So, yeah, but if you have like 1 action, it's not a big deal. Canon Rebel. I don't know if you can change the lens on a Canon Rebel. You want to take it mobile and do an intro to B-roll stuff? Look at Craig watching all this Peter McKinnon. Craig, I'm so proud. Hello, I'm good. Any good deals for Black Friday? I mean, I don't have a whole lot I'm selling, even if I wanted to give deals. No, I wouldn't look up cameras for web under 300. You're just going to find a bunch of crap. I'd maybe buy a secondhand like A6300. That's what I had, Craig. Well, you know what B-roll is. Got an assessment coming up today for a software job. Have I been to any assessments? I've actually never held a job in software. I don't even know what code is. I don't ever code. This whole thing is a farce, and I got him. Yeah, I've been to some. Any tips? Just, you know, do you. Prepare for what the job uses. How much for the Phantom? You want the Phantom? Yeah, I don't know. This is that old Phantom. It doesn't even have side sensors on it. It's only got front sensors. This is the new hotness. Here's your new hotness. Oh, you're over here now. I forgot. Have you been to Asia? No. How much for the curtains? I'm just gonna start selling stuff in my room. You're watching while you don't have any clothes on. Is it normal? That's subjective. Don't let me tell you what's normal and not normal. You do you, but in this sense, maybe not literally. Especially if you don't have, you know what? Maybe there's other sites for that. I would say you do you, but in this particular. Anyways. What board is this? This is an Evolve board. How do we donate? It's an Evolve. It's an Evolve series board. We do that on a different site. So what's it like not being fat? Well, I can tell you from both angles. It's cool to like bend over and not feel like a whole bunch of, you know. Any plans for the weekend? I don't know what a weekend is. What is a holiday? I spent yesterday doing the same thing I do every day. How do we donate? Andrea and Allison? Andrea, I think there's a super chat button down below. Or you can click the PayPal, just link. You can exchange lenses on a Canon Rebel. Oh, nice. How much for the Vive? I need to get that new Vive, so I don't know, 20 bucks. Jose, I think you still can. It just depends on how flexible you are. How long did it take me to learn the fundamentals of coding? I saw this a couple times. I didn't mean to ignore it. Let me just let you know. How much did you learn prior to Dev Mountain? Nothing. I just knew that I wanted to work remote because I don't want to be in a cubicle. Because I don't think that's how life is meant to be lived. Was there a culture shock when I went to Finland? Yeah, at first it was like, wow, this is cool, unique Santa Claus snowland. And then after a while, like, Finnish people don't talk to you. You're not allowed to really, well, you're allowed, you do whatever you want, right? But like, no one will talk to you. They don't talk to people. If you want to like, hey, how are you? They're just going to look at you like, why are you talking to me? But I think I would live there forever. I wanted to go to Norway, man. I wanted to go to Sweden and Norway and Germany. I was about to get that remote job and do a tour. Make sure to turn your phones on for Matt. Thanks for the 5. We don't need any criminals in the world for Black Friday videos, okay? The worst offenders being those that film like this. Oh, I can't even watch those videos. Thanks, Matt. Can't decide between iOS and web dev. Do web dev because progressive. You can do mobile apps with web dev. Is the ganja legal in Utah? No. You have to go about 3 hours that way to Colorado. What's the best language for remote jobs? Surprisingly, on WeWorkRemotely.com, there's a lot of jobs for Ruby on Rails. Yeah, it's an American thing. Yeah, but I'm from the South, right? I'm from the South where people just are like, they just talk. You talk to everyone when you're from Georgia. You talk to the lady at the behind the cashier at the grocery store. You talk to people in the parking lot that park next to you. It's just a thing. You just talk to everybody. And so it was really weird, you know. Do you think they're in your remote jobs as a mechanical engineer, or is it always in an office? There are remote jobs as a mechanical engineer, but they're traveling jobs. So yeah, you get a home office, but your main job is you going to clients and working there and staying at a hotel and then coming back. There's not like, let's make SolidWorks applications. Well, maybe there is. That'd be my only best guess if you were creating like SolidWorks products and then sending those designs out. But those designs can get pretty big. What's your predict in programming language in 2019? We're all going to be using the emoji language. It's class-based prototypal inheritance, constructors, very fast. It's a smiley face, and then you have a squash emoji with the 2 raindrops. That's how you say hello world. Mobile dev pays more though and less stuff to learn and master. Well, I mean, Mohammed, if you're looking for less stuff to learn and master because you want the easy way out, I'd say you're doomed before you started, fam. There's always stuff to learn and master. And if you're looking for something that has an end goal, that's not the right attitude. Yeah, people think you're rude if you don't talk in the South. And so, you know, I remember there was this nice little couple in line when I went to get some food at the grocery store. There was this couple, and they had some chips and some chip dip, and they had a movie on the little conveyor belt checking out. And I was behind, and everyone knows English, right? Everyone knows English. It's not weird. And they were like my age, so I knew they knew English, and it was a college town. And I was like, oh, you guys having a movie night? Can I come over and hang out? And like they both turned around, and they were just like this dude, like I just like slapped his butt in line or something, you know? Like that's how offensive it was for me to be like, can I come over and hang out? Like, I don't know, I just feeling stupid because I just didn't care anymore. But I mean, that was kind of like, all right, I'm done talking to people. I'm done trying to be friends with you guys. Craig is a master mechanic. Math was never your strongest subject in high school. That's okay. It doesn't mean it can't be your strong subject now. Using your past tense as, you know, using what you did as what you could become is not really relevant. I'm waiting for approval to release my video. I did like some text tracking and stuff. I'll shoot you guys like a link, like a screenshot of what of a shot in the video. Here, like it's pretty high quality. I spent like 8 hours editing it, and I know it's probably gonna get like 900 views, which is the struggle of YouTube. But oops, accidentally screenshotted. Oh, I have so many things open. Screenshots folder. Sign up. No, I don't want to sign up. Who signs up to Imgur? Oh my goodness, please just let me in. Here's a link to the screenshot from the video where you can see my computer. It's pretty crispy. Got that 3D text tracking. Looks good. I didn't say that Finnish people aren't nice. Finnish people just don't do small talk. Finnish people are very nice. Finnish people are like all the friends that I do have from class and stuff. They would give me the shirts off their back if I asked, you know. But getting to know them is the hardest part. Have all Lambda School graduates that you have talked to gotten a job? Yes. All of them have gotten a job. They don't let you. They don't like. So that's the thing with Lambda School. They don't let you leave. Like there is another job boot camp there. By the way, if you're here and you enjoy the stream, please hit the thumbs up. For some reason, I have 11 thumbs down. I don't know why. Maybe because they came for free stuff and I didn't give it to them. Here, look. Hold on. We'll go back to sitting. Yeah, Nelson. So there's like this thing called Lambda Next. That's like where they... There we go. Lambda Next is like where they make you go to code boot camp for another 8 hours a day, but it's literally just applying to jobs every day. Isn't Patrick still searching? Patrick's searching and he's not even done. So there is no, like at Lambda School, you do Lambda Next and it's from 9 to 5 and you're doing work projects, personal projects, you're practicing for interviews, you're practicing data structures and algorithms, you're applying to jobs, you have a one-on-one with someone, and it's literally just a boot camp at no extra cost for applying to jobs when you finish Lambda School. So, I don't know, find me another school that is 7.5 months and then offers that on the top for free. And you still pay nothing until you get that job. Do I watch anime? No. Oh, so bright. Oh, I'm a developer. Sunlight. My favorite programming language? I don't know, maybe Python. Gym today or already went? I'm going after this. But I didn't think so many people would show up. I was just going to do this for an hour. Now we're at 2 hours and 4 minutes, so. Bali, Indonesia. That's a good place for remote job. I think that's where Engineered Truth lives now, right? Right? Maybe? I don't know. And he changes his music. Did you ever watch Flat Earther videos? It's funny you say that. I was watching some where that like $100,000 Flat Earther challenge, where he's like challenging a pilot to draw a route with maps. So funny. Turn this off and go make some gains. I've already done all my work for the day, so live streaming for extra long doesn't matter. It's just part of the process. It's hard for a junior developer to get a remote job. Not so much. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I don't know. I probably have a larger company. Probably a couple people working. Oh no. I unplugged. Yeah, I unplugged my second monitor. Third monitor. All right. Back in business. Where I see myself in 30 minutes, probably dying, doing squats on the squat rack. Ugh. Doing some lunges. Craig, where are you in 30 minutes? Nelson, the next, well, there's a part-time Lambda one. The next one starts on Monday, and then the one after that is in 5 weeks. So they start every 5 weeks. Yeah, frame drop because I just had to plug in my other monitor. Chris, the freelancer, is working as a digital nomad. Yeah, dude, that's cool. I just have 2 dogs. I have 2 dogs and I have a mortgage. My parents live here and I support my parents, so it's a little bit difficult to do that. Although I have been thinking about traveling. Craig, I'm coming to Findlay to see what's up. And then I'm gonna go visit Patrick, and I'm gonna go visit all the people. I'm gonna go visit all you guys. Since if I do a meetup in Utah, nobody will come, probably. But I want to do a meetup that's like how to build a brand and why you need one. Yeah, that'd be cool, Craig. I mean, I don't know what's there. That'd be hard to make some good B-roll from Findlay, but we'll figure it out. You should visit Jamaica. Yeah, let's go to all the places. Yeah, I mean, part of this channel is like showing off the digital nomad prospects that you could possibly have as a developer, or the freelancer aspect, or doing entrepreneurship as a developer. Developers just has so many opportunities. So that's what I want to, what I say, not so much for getting a remote job. What could you improve your chances? Okay, so applying to remote jobs in general are hard, especially if you're junior, because you're competing with people that have experience and people that have experience working remotely. So the best way to show that is to be working on something on the side. And then the second thing to do is to make a video resume. Make something that shows your personality. It's really hard to trust some guy that doesn't have experience working remote. So if you show that you're working on something when you don't have to be working on something, yeah, sure. That'd be fun, Craig. Just, I don't know how much those plane tickets cost. I'm looking up what's the distance for you. Is it like 3 hours from you, though? That's kind of far. Craig, you live in the middle of nowhere. The more I look at this on the map... Chimney, you could do, if you're in the EU. What is a cohort? It's the group of people that you study with. So everyone starts doing the next cohort at the same time. Like, so a new Lambda class starts every 5 weeks for part-time and every 4 weeks for full-time students. I wanna figure out how I could do a video with John Sonmez. Have you ever heard of Vets Who Code? What, like veterans or like actual animal vets? Probably, I mean, obviously I haven't if I'm asking that question. You set rock climbing routes for a living and you're about to start Lambda? Dude, that's awesome. What is 100% off? The knowledge that I'm dropping today. Our storms, you went to Galvanize? Nice, dude. You wouldn't have learned as much if you did it on your own. I mean, some people have that. Some people have enough structure to do it. Some people don't. What could you start doing to prepare yourself? Nelson, they offer a free code boot camp. Like, it's like 4 weeks. It's literally just a prep camp. Lame. Lame. You don't get free stuff, so it's lame. Lame. But thanks for hanging out, Eric. Should be 150% off, so I pay you. Do you game? Yeah, occasionally. Have you ever tried 777 but with squats? Absolute leg killer. Oof. That sounds good. I might do that. It's 2 weeks. Bulldog mindset, do the work. Isn't it like enjoy the process? That's what he has a shirt, right? Something about process. Do you play Fortnite? No. Yeah, we already gave away 100 iPhones, Eric. I wonder how many people would show up if I put a big thumbnail that said iPhone giveaway. Craig. Things have been real slow. Can you enroll in your course for free to test it? Nice try. Robert Green's do the work? I don't know if that's do the work. I think that's Stephen Pressfield. What is a capstone? Capstone is like a final project. Don't you dare. You're too good to just give out 100 iPhones. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I don't think... I think giving away stuff is nice to get views, but they're shallow views. They're not there... They're not there to learn anything, right? They're not there to engage. You give away something, yeah, it generates traffic, but it doesn't do much. I haven't watched it. I keep seeing it. I haven't watched it yet. Hi and bye. Hello and bye. Don't pay for them yourself is what I mean? No, I'd never do that. What's the best thing you can do to prepare for interviews, algorithm courses, and Pramp? R-Storms, you could also check out Interview Cake. That's a good one. Or maybe Leak Code. Tech-friendly cities in the Midwest. Salt Lake City's pretty good. Probably just Salt Lake City and Austin. That's about it. Just go there and type .help, then you'll be good to go. Did I miss any questions? Did I start working part-time remote, or are you still completely independent? I work as a contractor, as a teacher for Open Classrooms. It's kind of based in France, and I teach code to students there. Free book if you sign up for an Audible trial. Yeah, you can get a free book if you sign up for the Audible trial, but they want to get your email, and then they want to remarket to you. Craig, I don't know what's going. The headphones, dude, they're super chill. No, I haven't, Andrew. Sick track, what's the name? Necklace by Seamus McNamara. Did I miss any other questions? Yeah, Audible doesn't really have a membership thing. Audible is like you still have to pay for the books. It's just, it keeps all your books on the platform. I think there's the thing you can get where you can like buy 200 books a year or something, 20 books a year or something. You look exhausted. That's just my default look, I guess. Real talk though, my dog is exhausted. He's outside chasing squirrels all day. God, I really want to take this to the gym and just strap this on the chest and do first-person fitness. But I know I'd look so ridiculous. But I want to do it. Or do I just return it? We'll do a unopened GoPro Hero 7 giveaway. No, I'm just kidding. You are a student and have done game dev. Why can't I communicate? You guys should see me when I'm trying to film a video. I'm like, have a good day, but I sound like that cartoon. Do I know any martial arts? I know the lamest martial art, which is Taekwondo. I have a black belt in Taekwondo. Come at me so I can actually do nothing. It's pretty useless. Am I going to release a web dev course on Udemy? I'm not going to release an entire web dev course on Udemy. I don't think people go through the entire course, and I don't like Udemy. Picking up the girlfriend, Ernest? Do jujitsu? I'd rather just rock climb. Oh my goodness, it's almost 4 o'clock. Seriously? This window is so dirty. There's a bunch of dog nose marks on it from looking outside. Tim Ferriss says, yeah, that's exactly why I make videos, because every video I make, I'm not as uncomfortable as I used to be, but damn it, man, I am awkward in front of the camera when it's just me. That's why I know I have to do it. It's uncomfortable, and I know it will have a positive effect over a long amount of time, so I have to do it. That's my, yeah. Aikido, with your key balls, transfer the energy. Focus your chakras into the key ball. Ultimately, it's the only website you can afford courses from due to the conversion rate. No, I'll probably just use Teachable. Languages I use daily, JavaScript, Python, those two. You know who wouldn't care if they look ridiculous and do no matter what they want? A guy named Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban's got like $3 billion in the bank, or at least in assets. I wouldn't care either. Well, I probably shouldn't care now. However, I take money for sponsorships, and so if you say certain things, people don't want to work with you anymore. So, gotta be a little careful. He's got enough money to not need any money. I'm over here trying to keep my lights on. So there's a certain point, like, yeah, you should not care what people think and do what you want. But at the same time, yeah, I get what you mean. Internally, I don't care. I feel like I'm in totally a different mindset when I'm like doing anything on YouTube or live streaming compared to when I'm just like walking around my house. I feel like I'm a lot more chill when I'm just doing my thing. Where can you find the best courses to learn software development? You can find the best courses to learn software development on my website. I mean, Udemy. What's 100% off mean? It's a meme. It's a meme. How many? What question are you tired of hearing? Nothing. It's good to develop patience. You have eyes on you. Of course, you're different. I feel just more engaged. I feel more in the zone. Stream is 100% off, free to watch. No charge. Use code 2018 Black Friday. That's why I think it'd be cool to do a meetup like an in-person meetup where we like, I can like meet you guys. I don't know. I don't know if people would feel weird meeting someone. And that happened to me when I first met someone that I thought would be different. Like I went and I sat down with like some millionaire venture capitalist once, and I thought I would be like really starstruck, but I wasn't. I was like, this guy's just drinking a cup of coffee. I don't know. The more I do, like I grow the channel and I meet people that I never like for example, when Coding Phase reached out to me, and I had like, I don't know, maybe like 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers. He was like, "What's up?" And I was like a little bit starstruck, I guess. And then I talked to him, like he's just the same. He's just a regular dude like me. Igor. Top 10 reasons we hate clickbait. Number 7 will amaze you. Try this tonight. Doctors hate him. Any websites besides Udemy for courses? Treehouse is good. Pluralsight's good. Tyler McGinnis is good. Just watching the video of the recruiter. Nice. I got a lot of those. I got another recruiter hit me up. Probably do that on Monday. I don't know if she'll answer today. I don't know. Are any of you dudes in Salt Lake City? I don't know who would come. Like, I feel like I'd be like, we're doing a meetup. And number 1, that makes me feel really pretentious because I think I have enough people to do a meetup. And then number 2, I don't think anyone would come. But I wouldn't want to sit there and like talk about the newest tech stuff. What about Codecademy? Free Code Camp's good. Codecademy's good. Code School is good. Shane, you should be able to hit that job easy if you just keep applying, man. Like, you don't need confidence. Like, the confidence that you have doesn't have to be real. It just has to feel real. That's it. Armand, dude, what's up? How's it going, fam? Craig, I think if you came to Salt Lake City, I don't think you'd leave. I think you'd try to figure out a way to get your dog here and relocate all of your stuff. Gains giving. Gain these pounds on my waist giving. Code School got bought out for real? Oh snap. Really? I tried to learn a little bit from there. They had like a premium thing at the time. I didn't want to buy it. Mayuko did a meetup and no one showed up. I mean, I wouldn't show up. Oh, okay. Pluralsight bought it. Wow. They just have a straight up redirect to Pluralsight. That's funny. $1 for $1 for yeah, that's how we keep the lights on. Favorite algorithm practice site? Maybe HackerRank or LeetCode would be good. Yeah, Code Wars. Interview Cake. Pramp. Do I like being in an area with more programmers as opposed to only being in a... I don't know. It's not like you would know, right? Because all the programmers are in their town. There's a lot of tech companies here you see. And I see a lot of dudes at Costco like on Sundays wearing their like company shirt, right? It's like developing the web one thing at a time, or like, you know, there's like a bunch of startups here, so there's like a bunch of dudes walking around. I'm like, sometimes I'll look at my girlfriend and be like, ask me how I know this guy's a web developer. Go ahead, ask me. But it's not like you're gonna walk up to him and talk to him. Hey dude, you code? I code, what's up? And then, dude, like, first of all, I don't think they would know how to do this handshake. And then second, no one does that. What's up with Ogden? Ogden is known as the armpit of Utah. It's basically where all the white trash people live. That's the rumor. Can we just like invent a new handshake? Can we do like the Knights did way back when? The Knights did this whole thing where you like grab their arm to check for a knife hidden in their armor. I think that was really cool. And then before that, you used to grab the arm, like the back of the arm, like right here, to make sure they weren't concealing any weapons. Like I think this would be a cool handshake again, right? Concealing any daggers. It's pretty OG. When do you know you're a junior? James knows what's up, dude. Let's jump in the air and bump chests. Armand over here struggle busting on his last project that he's got. You're basic with React. When are you ready for a job? Make projects. You're never gonna be ready. You're never gonna feel ready, no matter what. If you feel ready, you done messed up. Armand, you gotta bless up. Get out of that Java. Have you ever tried 3D modeling? Yeah, I did it with Blender for my game. You get great bar combos? I don't know. I don't ever go to the bar. I got more important stuff to do. But that sounds like, yeah, that sounds like something you would see in Colorado. This song, though. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go lift weights. Blender 2.8, I haven't had a chance to look at it, although I did watch Captain Disillusion's presentation on Blender, which is pretty dope. Selling models on Turbo Squid? Yeah, that could be good. You need a brand, though. You need a brand to drive traffic to your model specifically. Otherwise, you're just pissing in the wind, as they say. Oh, okay, Kroll. So you looked it up. How do you create an aspect? Try to remember. All right, if you ever want to figure out what you do want to do, try to find something that you hate. And so whenever I feel like I don't want to, whenever I drive past my old work and I remember sitting in that cubicle, it is enough to get me motivated for like the entire week, because I can just clearly, I remember just like sitting like this some days, just like staring at my computer, just sitting, just, you know, like it was like time was in slow motion. It was like tick, 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 and I'm in there like blinking like this is my life now. So I just remember that moment. That would be me if I don't work, right? Because I gotta work for someone else. I don't know. You gotta figure out what works for you, but this is the Death's Ground strategy. Robert Greene, 33 strategies to war. Shane, what's up, man? Thanks for hanging out. I'm out, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We had a long stream, 2 hours and 30 minutes today. It's been real. I feel like I've just been talking nonstop, but I appreciate you guys. Hopefully you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Roman, you'll try to be where it's at. Dude, thanks, man. But I'm out. So you guys have a good one. And hopefully you enjoy the video later today. So I'll see you later.